ist natürlich haarig in einer solchen Situation für Bäcker. Erster Aufschlag also fehl. Das war er. Mit 6:3, 7:5 und 6:4 gewinnt Boris Becker das erste Einzel in der Davis Cup Halbfinalbegegnung zwischen der Bundesrepublik Deutschland und der CSSR. Die Eltern, eine strahlende Mutter.
It's July the 14th, 2016. Tough day for everybody in France and Nice. Somebody attacked France with a lorry, with an 18-wheeler. I'm not going to show the video of that. I've watched the videos. I've seen the carnage. Around 80 dead, smashed, and around 100 just brutalized by a big transport truck. Pretty tough day, no matter how you look at it. But we need some common sense here in these times of distress. And when you're talking about something of such enormity and the consequences because of it. Think about during Iraq and Afghanistan, they fired 5.5 million rounds a month to get 10,000 gangbangers. I just want you to understand something. So have some liberty. You fire these things into the area, into the communities. It's 3 football fields of projectiles that will kill you. That's how. If you're within 3 football fields, you're dead. Now, people made a lot of money off that, obviously. 5.5 million rounds a month, every month for 9 years. Millions dead, millions missing, millions unaccounted for, millions in refugee camps. And then you've done the same thing in Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria, 22,000 drone strikes. About 5.5 million rounds a month to get 10,000 gangbangers. And what do? They come and attack. Now that was Taliban, 10,000 Taliban. All of that carnage to get 10,000 people for 9 years. Not to mention 260,000 rapes in the military during that same period. And 80,000 suicides of soldiers in that same period to get 10,000 Taliban. Okay. Well, that's important though. That's part of this story that we're talking about today about France, about Nice. So why would the terrorists go to France and attack France, these type of terrorists, attack the average zombie in France? No offense to the zombies. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean these people are too busy being brainwashed by TV and they don't have they go to work and they get up and they don't do nothing. They go to work, they get up and they don't do, they're not in Iraq, they're not in Afghanistan, they're not out there at the Muslims per se. Okay, so if you were ISIL, would you attack the zombies, the vegetables who don't understand anything, don't know, or are irrelevant? Who's going to make all the money? Well, it's the government's going to make money. Now they got to protect the population. It's the intelligence agencies going to make a whole bunch of money. They got to protect the population. It's the airport securities and the bus securities and the depot securities now are going to make a ton of money because they got to protect the population. But the question you should ask yourself, and the question you'll never ask yourself, is why did the terrorists attack the local vegetables, the local zombies? No offense to these people. And not attack the politicians in the Congress and the Senate. Why does that never happen? Why do they walk around without no worries? And then it's the population will get attacked. Now the population will be attacked constantly. They'll invade your privacy and your freedom of movement till the end of time now. And the only people who will make money is the misery machine itself, the agony machine itself. Because the average person, if it looks like a deal, they'll just buy it. They just don't care. But what you got to worry about is the sheep in the wolf clothing that attacks you, blames it on somebody else, and then you end up creating millions dead, millions missing, millions in refugee camps, millions unaccounted for, millions of orphans, 5.5 million rounds a month to get 10,000 bad guys. If those bad guys were going after France, in other words, why would they attack people who don't even understand that side of the equation? Why wouldn't they go after the people who made all the money in the Congress and the Senate? That's the only question you should ask yourself. Because now what they're going to do in France, Nice, and other countries because of that is attack me and everybody else in the population. Because we got to protect you. We got to invade your privacy because you could be a terrorist. We got to check you before you get on a plane. We got to grope your children before they go to Disneyland. The war is on you. It's never on them. It's always on you. And that's proof that this whole thing is staged. 5.5 million rounds a month to get 10,000 Taliban. Now they're going to bring liberty to France. You know what that means? That means that wolf in sheep's clothing will never be attacked, will never be held accountable, and will always do this to you because you won't hold them accountable. Because you allowed 5.5 million rounds every month for 9 years doesn't mean you've got to continue to do that. Hugs for everybody. I'm calling it a staged event because that's obviously what it is. They never attacked the Congress, they never attacked the Senate, they never attacked the decision makers. They attacked mom, pa, kettle that don't even understand what the fight is about. Hugs for everybody. Take care, folks.